answer if he say afi ncheba nanso entu ni panyina enti senyame ya adom na wo hu ya dofo mobo no de afika wo mfie hu a eni gisem ne se eni wo mo be di sa dai abom secho na ne kan se eni wan wani age eni enyimom enti belated one enkoma asel konofo asel pa owura Andrews cheme wo sunyane na no fie da na eye wawoda enti wasereche dako no wo first lady's office ene wo baje sinta na se na senyame ensure omma nkwatenten apomuden ewo mo na wo mo mehwew na woni nye ehun se me banana akware pa enti Mr. Andrews Cheme ye ma awoda pa ye ma otinkwa pa and then to my friend Michi Koyo Odija Chichi ene ye awoda wo dance man cheese place o kwan no credit say General CC Bruzo ene ye awoda chi baby awobia onyame enhira onyo kese no onye wakoma so ade ema beautiful girl with beautiful heart and soul. God bless you and make you an OBD. You know what I mean. OBD and still looking young and fresh. So from Nike and Kofi and then Jay, we love you. Akotoka Hoate, all the stubborn squad from Gimpa Law Faculty Group B original. Yema awoda pa wasa group B original na Monique Azola ene Lizzy my own Lizzy ene mo so yema awoda nti baby amu bia me mama happy birthday from the squad. We love you and appreciate you all. Happy birthday nkoma Suzy Osafo Dakon yetai frel adwa freshi oye nurse ewo International Maritime Hospital Tema once we see you ma freshi lashes nti ene yema happy birthday efi Anita Mponsan or North Kaneshiho and our Bapa Suzy or Mount happy birthday. Good morning to Mr. Richard Dakon. No. Richard Dakon for no matter so me Dakon for the door so Uncle Dakon Darose Pharmacy and then Ghana Fesi or Frank Akule. Thank you all for checking up on me. I was fit. I was just taking a long break. And then Dr. Ukubuateng, Russia Embassy, Nyame Nsroma. Thank you all. We are back. Ye baby din komo. And ahoho anase empenifo enya omo ani omo bedin komo no. Dr. Piles Sando, associate member NDC COVID-19 team. Enti oye doctor enkomo aye baby di wokabia eyeye. Some see and fenim before, or you named Dini into a field, or your medical doctor. Okay, Akwaba. The first time I miss you.
No, correct.
Mutim no more, dear.
Pa.
Okay. And Honorable Pius Enam Hajide, a Deputy Minister of Information on the field, and no. Ono no bo amaniema abayin nti so afo abedi echi ohwa amane bonsem so ono so eye ne field nti dia abai pese okache ye bia obetimi aka ache yen amayate ne kama se aha ye mframa mnye sa nkapi na meka but ona
emi aba
ona akwaba
why you me amacho
hey we are se super dio brothers mo ho
omo me nkan cho so mo chia
OPK Harold Boateng Speedo Kwabrama nkwa Daily Statesman Sampi de me UFM Olam Ghana Sampi me to so anama sorry odo ye sonko Kwabrama nkwa de na no na ehwe me na bra yi so ka ho but we dey it's okay aluta de continue
nyame be
ona bo se boko de
nyame adomo
de nyame ase yo anopai de ye be hwe enra update number 8 mampeni de to yanim update number 8 nim tipo bi wo mu a ye betimi abobo so na ya dwendwen ho anopai ebi ne se enhyehyeye se ye nhie mu ye duduo mu ye mmochenku ye mmodwa no edaso a eye adwuma enti esese wo bi adi sa nhyehyeye ne so na mfutu ahodo ye wo ye nsa di sanitizer ye nsa ye titi entem na emom de abeka ho eye se ebe ye nhye se obi biada kan ye te ne ase o nkran asisi aga na afa na nyina ebe ye nhye se obi abehye nose mask mampani ka che se Ministry of Health ena monso afo so enche kra wonum de san hyehye ne ba beba eno na manfo se e wo se etimi ko EI ni mu na eye mra na obaye ne se yesere wa wanhwa na nkrofo ani so wani sinso a untumi nya wonum hwe ena eno achi enso yebesi ayaresabia bet makoma ko wo ha enu amafo se ye betumi ni nyina afi mu well mampani kasa ye no wafa bre besi anka ho nti we don't have to worry enu ane se ye hwe se ofiti ase obewie da ben na se bebusa questions no te enu ne e ba bebusa gold said deputy minister of information ase eye afiye mu asem no worka ana se eye long term yesi Ramadan mu nananu mozamufo omo ye akomchi mu nka wo se wonom ekọ nhyiemu anase ekọ masarachi mampani si se de Easter ye no okotu koro anyina achiechie mu se wo se mozamufo se obia momodian se wontena fie se de ebe ya mo bebo mpaye no ewo fie nti ye Ramadan but bompaye no ewo fie mo amofa nkrofo de wonom trahye eba wo man Ghana mu no se munimu a wo mo ayede wo mo baaye no dodo na test positive mampani se oyesa wanye o mamba pa nti esese wani wu ho wanya ade kra ye besi infectious disease control centers makomiensa nyina kan yaresabia enhyehye no eho ene ne ekeka ho nti anopai ye ba bedi eho nkomo na fe yahwe se mimenda no honorable Sam George wezi alarm bia anopai sisi eye normal meeting nti na enya ade bia na eho nti why that alarm eno ho nkomo ene ba bedi honorable Pius na ofra ba mu de mampani di tu dwa bi wo ho a esi kaye ho a yegya wo mu ana
yo menua medase ne de kan ma menchia oni menua Pius na menchia UTV ahwefo nyina na no pay ubekaya menua asem yesi ye mampanyin wate anda wamfa ne nsa anhye ne demrefemu wasori waka a wodi yanimu a brown oni ye edin kita ho na se mpo adisrede bi na opese odi tu yanimu kura ahobrase kwaso odi tu yanim na se hihye bi mpo na ban ne ya wo mampanyin nankasa edi yanim na odi atodwa me de eyade a eso mani pi se ganani a ye wo okwano no na panyin a ye nyina ye hwe nanim panyin a odi yanim no chese odi yanim inspire confidence kire se aban no edwene Ghana fo ho pa me nuaba enwumere bia bebo nonkron 6 pm no na ye mampanyin na 6 pm na me pese meka no nsia kafra bebo no nsia no na ye mampanyin na nkasa etidwomu a COVID-19 task force de biawo every single day otidwom chese he is chairing the meeting of the task force on COVID-19 every single day hona mpenyufo a doctor fong akukudam omo free no Gucci a police for a soldier for eye ministers ni akese omo ka ho finance ministry local government health obia eti hobby na ye mampanyin every day say he has his eyes on the ball nani emfree yare no so kra na the brown no so no opie ni ye ebekasa say ampa asema ese no efa ne ho ono wonte ne Jubilee House wo se anyabia se o mampanyin yare bebe mi ana bia na ache ni nasefo yare enim panyin enim akola enim sebio aigbeni ana se akane enim NDC fo ana se ni MPP ni enti yade a wo se nyina akabo munti o mampanyin su lead from the front enura no asem ni pia odi etudwa no kire se sebio Ghana ye hihye ye no ehu eba mfaso kakra o mampanyin edika ne se ye no ye strategy a ye de ku editiasa COVID-19 no ejina five key strategy objectives na yewo ne di kan se ye be limit the stop ye be limit and stop importation onim se yare no every baby fufo ne ba ye to do that no ade ne shasia in the early days no na ye din hihye ba ye se ye be ye aggressive screening wo ye ports of entry ama minim se wotia foni bia bakrama airline worker bia offer English abrochimemu eba Ghana pen oko back no answer na de no betia tese wo wiase nyina wo okodu UK no o kai se video bi ba ya airline staff no e ka se ni Ghana ye kora no abrochimemu UK kora no mu nyebi ye free ho no o mampanyin ema ye di tudwa se travel advisory bi aba se unye Ghana ni anase se unkura Ghana permit ya enya dia ye be ma wo kwan se obeba ye mamu sa de no so travel advisory no ye di baaye ena se wo ye Ghana ni anase ukura residence permit kwan no edu ba bia ye sanka se u free oman bi mu a yare no tiatese no ye ma wo kwan ma ye di number bi to dwa se if by that time no sa country a wo free mu baaye be bia wo be pese wo be ba no na se eho no yare no omu recordu in excess of a certain number oba ukai se ye decide no be to dwa a ye ka se munya record be 200 cases wontumi ba ye man mu ebiom ye sampeja mu say oh Ghana ni a anase obi a wo Ghana permit kura wo be free o man bi a eye less than 200 recorded cases of COVID-19 kura no o ba ye man mu a shenin su se ye ma wo kwan se wo be ko ofie okay ye beji wa atu baabi mandatory quarantine ye no so ye ena yesai eye nhihye se afi de obia eni kwan se ora ye mamu biom ena ye close ye land and ye land air and sea borders ye yesa de ni nyina eye the first objective strand ye wo anase butaye ne di kan ye wo eye limit and stop the importation no eno hu steps aya take no ekunta na mabo a kire we
mama mra mu ho kakra amanfo abo mampani aba so se wayade however bi nso say to say border no closure ni say woche say woye ne ntemo a bi anka amedru say to say sorry the nkofo feel say adwomfo kodwom adan na sorry for the ewufie so bi bisa sa obi ya no say
se obi be ka se ye close border no ya che no
wan close ne ntem
na me ka se ya che wo mu ya close ne ntem no na nipa no ewiase asiti na ye wo mu sei ya ye wo 21st century oman bia no undi wo ho na ye community of nations ya wo yonku dane wo da no and then na kire se sa nipa no onti ase enu nti na me tu bu a me di wo free baby ye free eba because want to mean sorry prekupe na se December 2019 ye recorded the first case e wo China na wo si ma tu me pum obi amba ha
no
want to mean yenesa
me do kwache because after ye kono obi aye din after ya kon wie no now amanfo ahase kwache kohwe baby na loopholes wo said ye be ya adaache no ye betumi asua fimu now amanfo ka say as far back as March one will say the time that oka say oh the first update or the my okacha yen say well from Saturday we kwana Sunday we kono ye ma amanfo Ghana no and na amanfo concern say to say utie to say so for Dag Heward Mills preaching na so na ke wo say no say bia mid February or ending of February or before e be March mu no na ke wo say o take it step because say osha time ye ka say ya close your borders especially airports honom no omo quarantine omo no e honom then the numbers started going up yes. Meaning that omo ba was afọ na chi no and so imported cases agreed e just omo di bewre mu nti senke to your border ni mu a maybe your case wo form there but e bia ke be wo form sen say there ye hu
e na me chechire mu say o stretch analogy na kwakoye say asem ne ye ti ye say BBC wo China no na nka ye tu ya pum
China in late November to early
December 2019. And so if we say yare no eba no we say to me local and then you must be consistent in the policy and I say in the principle. Okay. And then say and Ghana yi menuaba and anka yare no see ye na nka ye local na se bi nyame mpengu ba se ebia BBC na yesu ye hiamu a na nkrofo atwa ehia ye no na omo alokia na se de wo se udu pepensuo bi a wo be wogina so se wo to anamon enu nti na ade no hiase no medi wo afri anamon fufuro anase anamon bebre a ya to a hu hia se ye be close border no na ye close border want to be sorry prekupe na o si wa close border
to go there no 3 months and they are still closed it
omo border no say ye quite close your border and to go close on border
that's true
ye nyama pia ye wie no echire no afi na am oman bu kra ye for instance mandatory quarantine ye UK abrochi man mu kra no ni ai Ghana ye free order dada no afe na omoye se obi ese o wishful thinking o anka munya ya anka yenya ya anka yare kra ne wiase anka munya ya anka wotu close border but o ye leader odi edom enimu a sebio want mean sorry prekope
na wishful thinking
wishful thinking say oh na se minya ya anka yare ni ho se anka minya ya anka minhye mask
no they are not wishing no omo susu say oh ye etumi but we wo utumi mu no maybe ka betumi aye ba ku mienu miensa enu betumi aka say wishful thinking
na kra na odi ka kire misisi ase omo say asori for no ye ma kwan no mu kwa asori eni na sefo ye beba ho
yeah okay
but I'm saying say e wo say ye ntia say ade no e graduated measures
okay
wo be free ha na wakoha
ti wo kwa ni
to mean shase say yare no see ye ewo China ye recordu in December 2019 pe wa sorry say ema obia emba ye mamu ebiom untu be nyane sa utu sa na monu kra na e chese wo sam oman no uyi wo hu kra afri nipa dom no uyi wo hu kra afri mu a se sebio ade yi ebeba ne wie ye kra na nsusuaso ewo ho enti no ewo se yetumi hu sa de nyina enu nti na me hyase ema ebu nkuntande kire wo baako yeka etua so kwa wo be hu se nam se yenim se ebinum adi kan aba ye man mu a yan quarantine wo mu a ebia yare ne bi wo mu nti no enu nti na yetwe ko ekire se ye be ye contact tracing na enu nti kra ka ho a ye lockdown no se sankrofo no nyina no ye hwehwe o mu kira kwan anya me so abo a ya etumi ye testing of over 100,000 abe position Ghana se ewiase ebibiman Africa ha nyina no se wo hwe oman a wa testi dodo per capita ye na ye di anim e kire se nia wo ka no ya san ye chekora akọ entira me ka se anka ye nyaaya yare no kra nkamba
okay
eni ndase for but eba wie ye no anamon be na obetu a se mpo 1-2 border no mu on the 19th of December na asem ne si ye no anamon be na obetu a obetumia intentem kwan so akọwachi na se we correction na se anamon bi a obetumi etu a obetumi ahunsa nkrofo na waye aban na yesa no asori de na me de beba na wie ye no de enima ni bi wo ha me gide nipa me Roma ni mapa me ginya me di papa ne mum so ade ba ko bi so ameso menim ne se mpabo wo hoyi ubo ne wudam kura akoma mu fita anya betumi etie na enima ni bi wo ho a nipa enya ebetumi di ohaw kese bi ede eto nipa no so for instance nipa enya eduane ndia obetumi afemewu nipa na enya nsuo numu a obetumi afemewu ne mumu asori ne de wo nko a sebio se hunami be ebe tohwa ya be kase wowu de enya de enu betumi esi enti enu no ye betumi ato ahyeda but nsuo num ene eduane die enya de a ye betumi akase enu de ye to ahyeda but se asori kone de enti yesre se yesi ade no ubo dompima ye kwan ba ko bi so a yetumi fa na ya chiche yare no na Ghana ye mamu so no bebi ba kwa yetumi bodompim pa ya sorry them say sa na say the philosophy and the basis of church ya ye kono eni say nam say ye do nyame ntino ye do nipa ye do ye ho no ntino e wo say ye dwen hu mum say kwan be na sa yare abayi mi gidie ni mi Kristo ni e kwan be na mefa so a mi mfa yare no say bi wo me hu po a me di be sign menua nti if it means say ubetina ofia bompa ya enu momu na ye nyamesum no kese mpo chen say ubeka say yenko bodompim na ye ntonyum na mahominu a chen ni nasefo enye nu na ye egidie manifestation no tutu
so you can imagine say ye bia manfo mbe ye two we are together again now ye besi abani abehwe hospital no daben na yesi no how long near the amount for questions so mami musa Dr. Pia NDC COVID-19 team edie pa na ban ya entimu hu ne so onye ni ya de bia mba na muso mafa eche no mai say na mo ke cancer mfofure but amount for feel say the president is on top of the issue
minu ya edikan ma minchi ona me mawache na me sanso nchia omo hwen eye omo hwen wo fie nyina na menda wase sonko say nene da edikan a maba UTV jumadie fie ha nti medasi pepe se wa ma me sa akonye
enso da se
na mema Minua Pius say yedin so
Pius squared. Okay.
Mema onti ase say asem na ye ka no a public health issue.
Okay.
Dodo apomuden asem. And ye political science. And I face so and ye economics. And I say and ye any other issue. Nipa enkwa enho asem and ye kan. Me ma dream no coronavirus no. I say ya fa ne say ya go. Na me kasa from a public health perspective.
Why na fa ne say ya go?
Meba nyabotre. Say ye be bie nsem no nyina. Me public health expert. I adwuma infectious disease close to 10 years.
Okay.
Nti ye kasa na ye eka. My adwuma wo most of the hospitals, international organizations near Adekye. Ma mean see my points in so.
Oh, remember when so but said the say why you know infectious disease center be na can pese me say maybe am last place am here adwuma here.
My adwuma work Interpol Research Center that my adwuma La General Hospital 37 and international organizations be brave.
Okay.
Na making virus no akoye say Usain Bolt. And yes you say akwala a oria. And she say ye no. And this senior virus no ekono enhia. Na menye prophet of doom. But say anhwe ne ye a de beba no ebeyehu. Na troto asem eba ha. Na say anhwe ne ye a de besi no ebia na akoye bibi foforo. Wo hwe so a me hye tuntum.
Kanye fear and panic.
Oh debi. Na me health expert there. Member embe ma fear and panic. Now behwe so a GMA any first organization that can say yen taking the strongest decision yet which is lockdown. Offer GMA ekuku dama na say unhu say yare no ano ye din nti na say e fasa measures no. Wo hwe so a emse me hye tuntum. Etoda so wo bi nkan wa unhu say sebe abuaka wa ya. Yare yi afa Dr. Penny kese bako ai wo man mu nyame mfa ne kransie na me pese me kai ebusafo eyaw na me ankasa me hu nipa so ye doctor nyame mfa ne kransie owo amano ne nso so ahwe ne kra ti wo hwemu na ayete se ye ya ye wa no ye hu ya weko aye ne ku enti na instead of running at a race like running at a pace like Usain Bolt I say ye tutu ne area yes you nim say ya we so kwabrane entu a entu nipa etu ana eden enu so etiem menya makasa no wan kasa wo kan say government strategies are dead no pina loopholes wo me hu say menia Pius cheche mu ni ade ebi wo ho ma yade me health expert nti be bia credit wo de me de be mo but dodo nankasa enyema bi wo ese nka government ye na nyema wo ese sisi ano oye na wo ma memra mebobo ni nyina so akyerew bansa na mekoso no yenti yare no mpo ase yare no sha ase wo China no yare a esane intentem meka se uyi de si be 1918 ne de atwam na mofa World War II ne ade kwa entu yare we inti ye in the war o man penin se mo ka enra me se me bonu tofa e che se each one for himself God for us all obia wankasa de obeye de ajeje wo no na ye na onyankopon kata so enhwe ye nyina yesu enim se onyankopon ye den oboa de oboa ne ho yare mame fa infectious disease mu kakra na minim se Pius don no onye into health nti ebia no nti na inform some of the decisions na ekono
oh yes science student
oh me
it's biology no ye kakra
yeah nka science keko ye ka health science and practical application of public health strategies
okay
ofa yare ya edikan one kasa uka said there was even a loophole in the timer you started your strategies.
That's no kasa.
Obisa
question on
Obisa ye. Obisa ye mami chim. She oba public health 101. First principles in public health for developing countries and also lower economies. The strategy to mitigate a pandemic is prevention. O mampeni elusi sa opportunity nanka ya de bekon etia yare no ma mencheo Pius besre enso de meka no etiefo etie yare ne hyase ewo Wuhan December o man bia ewo consulate o mampeni ene aban enya briefings o ti ase wo hwe hyase na aman nyina hyase omo ye preparedness and our response plan na metro de ebi ye February and America say a ban travels from China omo fancy wa na omo say a blockade from Europe na omo hwe
February
that is what
February
that is what we
oh pacho ubeti a check it February ending for China America and omo say
that was when no manya how many cases
Mr. Meba Metro
go back to normal case
Nyabutre
yes doc
to say them kind no for developing country is prevention
okay
yeah in Shanghai etna ho saa ebedu March e me recorded first 2 cases March 12 some brand na so san hye yan fan hye eba e ma yare no aba bedu mpempenso a abedui na wuyi enufiwa yare we so esane chen yare pi in infectious disease there will be a friend of R0 I say infectivity rate how the disease spreads say yare bi ba ya na say R0 na infection rate no e less than 1 acha be bosomi ba ko na yare na ye den etwem so wo yare na say infection rate ni 2 a say ye den wo hye ho de na wo hwe na wo ye nhyehyɛ a ebobo ho ban over coronavirus here are not near 2.5 and estimated between 3 to 3.5 actually say average here by 3 nti yare a esane pa obakunya bia na kyese ebetimi affect on my moon nyina nti na say ye no ntem na nka edikan no ye close borders no ye tosu mienu ye san so edi travel restrictions the bantem ye twenya till second address way after 15th March and asa nyoma we na de bae na me san so memma pious ntina ebia odu a oma manpeninte baby to say border closure say on paper and we a strategy I agree but in reality it's not the situation that's happening one ka say okay ya kan paper ya ye behu baby a nkofo efefa unapproved routes a omodi ra ye kroimu sa routes ni na ye nima esi enya customs for yenya immigration police for ni ade no protect was in ebe ya omo amufi other countries no omo rem emba ye share so nti eno so eye ade bako ma mencho picture of the disease right now na mencho enema bi so abaya ya me ne omo enya adwen ofa viasia fa na nyina sisi a ye were close to 3 million cases and nipa close to 200,000 and e we fi yare mu over America my close to 1 million people na yare emu 55,000 and ewu efi yare mu sa picture we say e maye hu say yare no say yensisia no amfa ne ma nsisie ni a ebetimi so atu asete e wo Ghana ha na ye fambra ye man Ghana mu me kasai o mampeni kasa ye enra the number of cases 1554 yampacho utie me de
oh me too pa
1554
it's 55,155
okay bakokura count 1555 me that's it na say ofa sa number ya emu 80% uchichemu oha emu ediowotwe na yeden community spread so wuti sa na chese yare no yeden akọ impotemu nti eni se ye makwan ema adodo ekọ move ewo ye impotemu nti eno so eya ade a ese ye dwen na ye hwe strategy a ye de besi ni kwan menya makasa no aban e de ban on gatherings by okay se me reti aban measures pa ode aba ekofi emra yare ba ya meka se eno epe any policy a aban has been consistent and by public health practice no it's correct. The second one, and which is the most important one, aban ye anke no kamebo ma ba so any lockdown na so send your man handle no entino and also make sure say aban enhye no enye.
Okay, so Mami Musa Okakra, February, you are right. Me check here was February 2 from China, but from other European countries, say 14th March.
Good.
Now we can't GMB.
Yeah.
Say GMB say no. But just last week, GMB for cry share president, your man kasa no mutumbe can say, dear anamuntu a abani to know. Eye no kwan so. Emma wo support say abani. Good. Inti said ya wo kasa na ginaye omu sisi ye no. Loopholes be wom ane wo bia ni ho a obetene ana na gina sie nyina ebetene but se wotie enimdifo doctors ne ade no mo kasa na on the whole anamontuo no omo se eye enso wo se anamontuo no fa dodo na enye.
Okay, ya me da se na eye me de se wo de sa asem yaba hwe wo betimi akomenhia na wakoka wasem nyina wasem be do nanso wuntimi mbu ahemfo eden enimtia president ede lockdown ebaye edikan no lockdown no mistakes bebre ana loopholes e was senior government handle no GMA Emma warning me ba
me find faults say ya banti ana
ya banti ya em say eye thought ana perspective na nti tiena ma menchechem GMA edikan Emma the first suggestion on lockdown close to a week and sana aban edeba dentia wo hu no say ebia yes me find fault and say uno unye public health expert into hu yare no senate
okay
what you say na say wo hwem a every single day every single day that you miss as far as this disease is concerned you stand to increase the level of infections by so many.
But doc unim so say aban wo a doctor for mo public health expert omu tu mampanifo in fact man no me refinidi the ordinary be cancer COVID-19 team Dr. Samuaba and Dr. Anthony Siansare
the director of the Ghana Health Service director Nakasa
wonum e wo so nti ugidi say omo antuma mpanifo e wo sa chihye we nyina mu and honorable catcher say every day omo ye meeting every day nti oti expecting no
yeah mami bibi Dr. examples from different contexts na we hu mami mfa unko Germany you know him Chancellor Merkel or a scientist physicist
okay
ya really see ano or a mitigation team a bipartisan mitigation team with all scientists across all divides say omontina ne ndwen na de bia no onu po de ofre no COVID cabinet a de bia no omoma ne futu hwe asem yi ba ye nipa ba ku po a ne kasa ene ne nsem memi gidi say esa bantie pampo prof Ajima Bedu Akosa former director general osa wo se wo nim se papa yi ebo bia ne nsem o ka no etokwan meba week nkobodi ya na ma fe de wo sa bantie na asem na you be a wedi director general na nsem o ka wo follow ne nsem o ka de bia no etwa wo bebe empire na boche o ti ase enti Sa Akukudam, Dr. Binka, also many other professionals ewo ho.
Nti omo wo company for the money professionals.
Ebetu omanpanifo. Ba ofa bibi to say pandemic and here broader perspectives, different perspectives, looking at the bigger picture, bringing in all the perspectives different stakeholders, na wafa the best decision.
Okay, me the member part because me feel say that's what my penny catches anything no ye to even bring that Dr. Asamoah who has been at WHO before ni ade no. Enti me feel say ne brother na mu ane
me ne wonya adwen. Na se wetie in penifo scientists doctors ebia Pina were surprised at even the lifting of the lockdown. Na mamemfa won call research
be way say America no enye sa na Italy ye no say Italy na enye sa na Germany ye no
ya menka say yenko ye cut and paste but yenye evidence based scientific approach the ye no akoye to say ye try your luck
but president anytime Obeka say I will say scientific scientist
Oma mean trim nyabutrena mencho neba yen you see a scientific approach that has been shown to work mamema research bia papa bia your friend Chauvenel Roy efa COVID situation and a different interventions awoye ene de eboa
okay
from the research no no one particular strategy that has been seen to work in all contexts is the lockdown and so senior no yanye pepem and it has been shown say wo no over a measured period close to 2 months or extra now putting in all the other strategies now preventing people from mixing and all that it reduces the infectivity rate wo hwe ye de ya ye no mreti awabi 3 weeks and a year. Mama ma unfato Wuhan lockdown 77 days. Ubet me a check. Asan omodi yare brase. Ebi obeka say a different contest. What you say?
Honestly,
Singapore had smaller numbers and almost share say and omo lockdown. And omo year to say ye dey omo remove restrictions no. And check and a yare no e san page animu. What did they make an say? Entino I will say ye 2 years as a omampeni e pentem menim dientia
but omo situation omo environment no omo sitting mu said ye sitie no ye betimi dia atoto ye die hu say ye yesa ye obi be say full in total lockdown sir
ma mencho bibi ye will be a friend iceberg wo hwa obedwen se ne kase ne wo so enso dodo na nkasa na yeden e wo fom
okay
Ofa Ghana picture now. My main country said the picture that we are seeing from a public health perspective is not the reality on the ground. Most of the results that we are having represent the year 2 weeks ago. Pius will admit to it.
Fair for you to say that. In 2% just said 1,550 ye hui 55 no. And yes sir.
Sure. By March ending, we had about 137 cases. Within April. And I shoot up about 1,555.
Because of the enhanced contact tracing.
Good. What I say? It's when you put in a lockdown, you put in restrictions, and then you chase the virus. That's when you pick them up.
Okay. Now, since I know restrictions, near enhanced contact tracing, or more maka. Backlog as last week, I remember saying our backlog by say 18,000. Sana president's kind. And see, for me, my thinking is now, will hold over those who could possibly spread it. Okay. And see now they know so. We have isolated them.
Yeah.
Yeah, she we mo.
Okay.
Omo are possible betimi dia kono so and yet me identify omo yeah testing no so now there's some kind of control.
Good.
Ye kitade anim enti afi ye nim say obi kwa ha say ne be ye say ne be so now we can lift it somehow and na lifting you know and you say hey my lifting wajasa ban certain bans are still in place.
Yeah. Meaning say bia oya sofo ana bibia me Ghana ni me jinyamidi
Adam kasa sofo
me say me believe situation now we can say you will control over it.
No, I'm not saying that based on GDO. I'm saying say last week man penny kasano wama ya ti ase say ya enhanced contact tracing.
Good.
Into the science ni mu na me tutu finti. I'm talking a little science. Ya enhanced contact tracing. Enti yenya nipa dodo say.
Okay.
Omo ye positive.
Good.
Ya isolate you omo. Mantambia etise wa my breakdown. Okay. Now se bi wo ho ayenya ye nipa 18,000.
Good.
So timi ma ye figure ne de chese ye ni ba bia omo wo ye kita omo date omo bibia. Enti now say ye jai mu say ye lockdown na fi ho a. Enya de a ehu efise omo ankomo be ye possible spread no. Omo na sisi a ye kita omo ya ye kuso a ye contact ye testing no. Enti eno sa no so oyi lockdown na. Mfum so ben ne wo. Masem no.
Ma main chill baby.
What's that say bi?
Ofa testing na de di kan. Pius bebem na obeka say bia testing wo fa Africa ye ade and I say ye ade wo testing.
Okay.
Ye ade na so media I don't subscribe to mediocrity. We've tested 100,000 in a population of 30 million. Do the maths. That's about 0.3% of the population. Is that representative? Why is statistics kaka? So 0.3% of a population. Is that representative of the true picture? 2, a test is as important as when the result is received. So we call public health mupa test bia it taking more than 24 hours to answer when your results, you know. Not to say one ma asem no asay.
Because test na general testing. We are doing isolated testing. So
good.
Ma honorable Pius Emra.
Is it Minyaba documenting who you pi kasa ni pi wo ho a.
Oh men ko personal sisi.
Oni ma manenka medin ho ya pa. Asema aba no sebio yentumi nkasa wo ye Ghana ni na wonye doctor wontumi nka ho asem. Na ono ankasa na manyoko mu eku a ya form a wo frɛ ne ho associate member. ni otiko no onye public health person Jo Muhammad Abe na okọ public health school but onu so ka COVID-19 hu asem enti no say ube create impression and say ya nko doctor school e che say ni aye kan ye ntiase no enye kasa o say ni particular to make
enye ni sabi o person o che say if it's your field uni nya o be kan
then okay na ohu obi a o ye ni field wa bompe na then okay eno kwa me pese meko na me kasa enye ni field and they hadn't na omo flag bearer of omo manwoko no e kan ono ye ni field no
o team no
and so or can they until
ubetumi na yen discuss
na yen boa omo we doctor enti ebinumu yenye doctors enti ase na me say wo kura no ne wati wo say doctor ne wo suma wo say be gina no ono onye doctor o kasa nanu ya Mr. Mahama ko gina Facebook say o ka COVID-19 ase da be no ko doctor school enti enye doctor asem na yeka asem e da ho no sebi o wa sabi yetiti wo fie kura no ye ka obetime ti ase enti enya doctor asem ye fa free ho kura na ye say we dey enya political science na sifo me nua no ye doctor no wo chen politician kura mpo uti doctor o doctor obeka na asem a o sase no wo si yare no etumi ka ti say Usain Bolt ne mum no aban ne nante ti akola what can be more political than that what can be more political than that what uti when you doctor and then politics na wo ye. But I can grant you that because also to aba. And you don't come and create a facade and a deception say media me can doctor some. Asema o kakura no doctor mremu kura no gina so papa bi eni ho. And now me expose no bako. Afa wo si ade a yare aba no chese hu Ghana chese yambo yare aba over 200 countries all over the world. Yare no ewo mu say ya Ghana kra ye number no kra ewo fam. Chese impenyimfo na omobu sama mu nyina including country a wo si omo chancellor no eye physicist no adenti na omo no de prevention a okay Angela Merkel da wo bone hu samra ne se ono ye physicist nti no adenti na ono ne kro mu yare ne biti eto atese wo ho
enti no what COVID-19 cabinet
which is again a lack of understanding of near ken say all friendly de no cabinet nti a ye friendly de task force makacho mitna hasisi akacho say enwumre bia 6 o'clock o mampenye meeting wo si on friend dey cabinet nam say obi so friend dey cabinet na so mampenye friend dey task force and dey enfanye adwuma ye bisa wasem ubodin say obi a wo ye WHO deputy director general a onunu o ye public health say be Dr. Pius any Dr. Samaba ye kan nia wo nimde e wo public health ma wo afeni Dr. Asamaba na se Dr. Samaba eka ku obi ho a usisi akọ no de enye ko a wo se fa nya adwuma agi wo ka ho ansa ana se oji agi professor bi ka ho ansa ede na ye kikan na onim ni public health ni padodo a ye ka omo man mu ha onim ni omododo a anka ye omampanyin be frɛ edomo a omo ye doctor for ni public health for anka omo ko ye meeting no Accra Sports Stadium onimu a it is not practically who are then some of the times no na ko say you apply simple sebi if you nyansa ni mani bi hu kakra
but say bi honum so de o twa sanim se na chiachia nti e bi a wadwen mu no munim so ye niye but onu so tena chi no hwa loopholes kakra wo e be say den say e betie so okay problem. What is the loophole you are seeing tell us
loophole na what odi aba oti ase loophole ma na den when ka say enti loophole
na lockdown no you lifting in term.
Thank you.
Onunu lockdown no oka no kra no. Was he lifting in term adentra. E na oka say oh ebinumu su no de na che. Enti wo say yesu ye de na che. Wo fa mini aba sasa no ti a eto wasum say
man can say follow the effective evidence.
Thank you.
Okay.
O kasara no Dr. mini aba ma mi wie obo o man bi din kra wa ha. I say, oh, we'll be lucky 77 days.
Wuhan, China.
Wuhan, 77 days. Singapore, say. Nini na che, say, Wuhan, local 77 days. I just say, or maybe a local 77 days. Mamincho, maybe. Say, utuminya country be or to me testi be 100,000. Na nipa 1,555. And then yare no. Na se unya country for be, onusu to me testi nipa 1,000. Na emu 20,000 and enye positive a wo mumi enu no ombe use the same strategy positivity rate na ye ka no Are we saying say in taking a decision it will not matter? It will matter. And no na friend science no. And no na friend data no. Ebiom say who share on mind bia wanya Côte d'Ivoire any man bia ben nanu ya meba figure na mo bonu mo amafidie so. Ebinom no wo mu infection rate enye say omu numbers of positive cases e wo fam kakra chen yen de na mum wo mortality rate no e wo soro omo free mu no e wo soro yen nipa 11 ene free mu enti yare aba na se obi de out of the 1000 nipa 11 ene tumi free mu ena obi de out of the 1000 are positive be nipa be 100 ene free mu a omo nyina be use the same strategy.
Okay, mami one said no cancer lockdown no or say science and me kra me cheche no say me successful and I'm so me dear man penny di two no me dwen ho na no. This is what I was thinking. Now me musa wo de wo fi aban mu edien na inform me and as influencer man penny say afei de ye betimi ayi lockdown no or ye certain say spread no enkosho.
Sure. So obisi lockdown no mu lockdown na COVID-19 yarea na nipa no wonti public health no kra na se lockdown no kwan a yetumi fa so ekunti yare no enye enu kwan na kwan kwan fufo bebre wo ho a obetumi afa so na ma wi wa no but me nua no ka no wo si America for bani travel from China February mo enti no was a Ghana so yembani misiri nu kwa na America na all ban no. Do you know the situation in New York say it's me catch say you don't just follow blind this America ban it you so ban America ban we then free mu buy. What is the situation today? In fact we are saying now the epicenter is New York. America now who ka say yenko suan wo mo no the epicenter today yare no kura no etiate se ewo America no kura chen China and enye lockdown. I say enye say me call two border mu ekeke until ade no say wodwene hu ko akire wo the lazy man's approach will be say wo de wuti bebe oh na America ye Italy bibi na bibia na usuwusi wo ye. You are not adapting to one peculiarities until to answer your question say e die ntina lockdown no mampanyi kae ni announcement no mu no wo ka say he was led by the data e bi na make catch no wetumi akọ out yenim nipa dodo a wo mu free amanoni ebaaye ye wo mu telephone numbers any baby wo because of the aggressive screening ye wo airport into no ufi amanoni ba ye ma won krata awusan san krata no nyina no nkrofo na wo tu kwan baaye no ye hwehwe wo kira kwan ena ye say wu ya una wo tu kwan ba ye nim say wo ye djuma e wo UTV enti no ye ba ye be testi omo a wafefo amo ye djuma wo UTV nyina enti no there was a database to go after enti by the time our mampenyi ebe lifting no na yetumi aye a sizable portion of omo a ye hwe nim say yare ne bi e wo omo a omo betumi e di yare no asan krofo ena ye hu ne say nipa kitwe bi dom kitwe bi ena wo mudi yare no ma wo mu at the time ye tested by 68,591 no na nipa 1,042 ena womudi yare no ema wo mu
68,000 on that 68,000 no Bureau of Public Safety Executive Director Nanaya Wakwada they seem to have a problem say 68,000 no in effect in it says 6,800 cause otonibu ase chire mu sa pooling kind of testing na you say bia or reagents be 10 and now de yama enipa 100 now 10 ukasa wo ye obi a single enye possible until the obeya ni say wo de omu egu one container then you use that reagent 10 on that 100 see out of it then you get those who will be negative na waka say oh we dey ma tested do say but yanye no single testing it's no so am for come have you heard that
oh just here can no be onam pulling no a testing technique me am ko public health crowd me ko hu ye no e da ho fe
okay mamusa entino baby can't sir COVID-19 wo no ho amu na use sa pulling ni bi pulling kind of testing.
Oh baby, now a common technique. It's not just for COVID-19. Oh, a technique
because I know I'm asking.
Malaria test.
Can't you be na use pulling testing COVID-19.
But I'm saying to you that question is not relevant. Ehun here pa. Ade, say to me you should pulling. Now because at the end of the day, ehun here kra. Let somebody come and say we are pulling. The integrity of the result is questioned. Non chirichemu. It is never true say we are pulling. Or say we use the technique of pulling. The integrity of the results is questionable. No, pulling no require one. You to me the timing. A bebwa say we test ni pardon bebrea. We be to me use. Number two, economy of nyama we use womu. At the same time, we di sample baku eshe machine no mono. At that same time, no the machine nanka oye juma sample baku no. Na oye juma sample 10 ho. So you are even economy.
So in that case, it gives you a larger number.
Yes.
Meanwhile, you have not done that individually.
No, it doesn't matter because the result will show. The result will show. Say ye 10 na ye nyina ye negative. Ebe show. Say ye 10 na wo ye positive. Ebe show. There's a way I bet me isolate wood no every 9 10 9 na aka no say yen there mini pious ye nibi wu na wo bi. There's a way to go about that. Nyame yasem na make nyame pengu utiase.
Don't abuche because me ma okasa e pa manager
ntino mumma asem no say ye be ye no amanyo sem a ye hu say we there ye be pese ye amanyo sem. But se mo pese ye nye pure science no public health. But kasa ni bi wo ha. That's what I'm saying, say. Who be say about the lockdown?
But you agree with me, say, me to me can't your own can.
It will be to us here, but you see lockdown, no. You can say it is a balancing of the science and the data with the social and economic life. Now, we are one penny, now we are tima, we are odo, we are abadaye, edima nipa, utwa na moa nipa, etuminya comfort bia abra. Onu ankasa sa nipa no unfa ne kwan edu ohaw mu ebidi ni se yeye kenyina ye betumi ama social distancing a yeye wa ha eye dwuma na yetumi ro yensa na nam se ye hye mask yi ani na sefo no yare ni be no wo ewo hu kra untumi mfa mame.
Okay,
let nobody confuse you say sa COVID-19 ekwan ba ko pe a ewo wiase a yetumi di kuntia sa de no eye lockdown enye no kre lockdown eye one of them
so control
lockdown no emma wo kwan se wo ye nnuama bi enti bisa ho se na nka ye koye lockdown no ennuama ben na nka ye pese ye ennuama ni bi ni se ye percent intentem kwan so no wo mo a yare no wo mo no ye hwehwe o mo kira kwan na ye yi wo mo emfiri ni padom no mu ye anase yanye yetumi ye ebiom emma ye mfoni a yetumi hu nipa dodo a yare no bi ewo mu na ya I can suggest to you say ye test 68,000 no anka result no by say you see 20,000 infected and I said 30,000 and infected and then 68,000 now omu nyina infected. Are you saying say the strategy will be the same as what tested 68,000 now 1,000
obviously no.
Obviously
now
not.
mami musasa these hospitals by 100 different locations na Miami ahodo na 3 infectious disease centers mampeni nu a wo kan say yebesie no say mampeni ka say no ma tipo na mo akasama for especially in chairman say we say obetumi achemu afi ni yebesi no yebewie na fi a ana say ye de mfie bi ato yanim
yo mampeni kasa no ka say we there ye pese ye si afi baako na wode hihye ebegu abontin enimanimu ya se that say na ebe hyase
okay
na sika ebekumu nie
okay
but wonu de and me meet ho a wo friend penyufo akoko damfo ebisa wo mo se yetumi eye sika ho sika semu hihye no aye pese yesi 100 bed district hospitals no ebetumi ese no within 1 year na enu year aba an equivocal and they say ane sa 1 year facility bi no private sector for ACB omo de omo hwe ni mu krampo se endu busumi mienu kra omo be wie omo de enti no omampanyi eye convinced say sika wo ho a ye betumi esi ba menua enema
within 1 year
but umma me kwan ya mesra answer doctor bebemu mesra mami kan bibi kakra bi ya na ebinu mu epese wo mu tu efutu egu Ghana for eni ase TWO, government officials set up rudimentary screening and temperature testing at points at airports and official borders and procured 10,000 protective clothing suits for medical personnel to be used if needed. Ghanaian personnel built an Ebola isolation center just outside the capital, and 2 more around the country were under construction. Then I want to jump you to
yet document now.
I'll come to it. Me person will follow me here now.
Okay.
National Preparedness and Response Plan for Prevention and Control of Ebola, which included establishing a cabinet-level ministerial coordination, was put together by the assistance of the United States of America and other countries. Yet, the pace of the plan's implementation was slow. We were concerned that 2 or 3 levels down, the government of Ghana did not seem to share our sense of urgency or that of its official donor group, which USA chaired. The people's knowledge about Ebola and about cultural and behavioral changes that would be needed to contain a possible breakout were still minimal. The press was full of outbreak rumors. It was unclear whether the government security agencies would be prepared for possible massive investigations, quarantine and riot control already underway in Liberia. There was little confidence that anyone had the authority to direct daily operational command and control in case of an outbreak. And it was unknown whether health workers would stay on the job to battle the disease. We and our fellow assistance donors, along with international security and health experts, judged that so far the preparedness actions Ghana had taken were not yet sufficient for its own protection. I am quoting Mr. Jim Beaver from the Foreign Service Journal of the United States of America. Now, many are not saying from home. When Foreign Service Journal now, Mr. Jim Beaver now or US Aid Mission Director. NDC for COVID-19 team many are not say we are seeing him dealing in a year several years after no papa na America for no suma say ombra West Africa ha number bua na ekuntia Ebola no Ebola ni bi at that time kana ebi kwa mbaga na the verdict of sa ekuo no na maka cha osisia from the Foreign Service Journal. So let nobody come and sit here and say adienu nimdienu wo ho na Ghana no de yade a yakọ aba obi ena ye ntumi mu de 10,000 protective clothing ena mutumi ye and then we are talking about protective clothing in the hundreds of thousands.
Okay.
Yes, Doc.
Yeah. But that CP say wasama msa akwanyan na mini apaya sakasa bi na wo hwa as an kasa no abeye emotional outbursts. And I don't want us to go on that tangent. Mijidi says, yeah, tuyabo, nye kansem no. Na metiefo, and so who de ye kana. No matin sem na sina obia ya de yetimi abon ho ba. Na ban so who de obetimi aye ebo. Osan so say NDC COVID-19 team aye ne ho say enne kita nyansa nyina na say nimde nna. Enye no kreda. Me betina em se minka bibia sa. And even in all speeches by the former president John Mahama, there's never been a situation where we put you out that point say your team no has all the expertise or all the knowledge. You all can say there were alternative suggestions and I say you will measures be a buy a bit to me a diaka the oil na abwa. O first strategy be to say lockdown say me sure say na yet na se na ke kasa ya kebe nkwanya ebeboa o man no pa na yakoyenim. Na metwa so me nuane ka say say me bu impenifo bi enimtia eye Dr. Asamoah ene omo a omutu mampenifo enye no kwe na obi onim bia nim se menye sa de me kan say coronavirus eye bibia esia ebi ensida na ehia a wider stakeholder review of the whole situation. Offer Dr. Asamoah pacho mamenkasa Dr. Asamoah me pacho. Oh, Pius, Patome hekel me menkasa. Offer Dr. Asamoah oye health policy specialist, onye epidemiologist. Offer impenfoni bia. Obia wodi onim. Fa Professor Akosase. Someone who has been at the head of Ghana Health Service has been in very sensitive critical positions. Prof Dinka, nipa no wo on yem mo montenasio me say yem beefy up team no with a multi stakeholder team a obia eya kuku dam onim nim de ne tra on ye hwe
adena mo NDC for COVID-19 team adena mo professor
thank you
am say ma hekel
enu so me
that ma hekel
mo so mati
thank you
muti no adena mo afa
the strategies that this government has rolled out in response to COVID-19 no at best, and I'm being charitable, are chaotic, shambolic, and most have not been very well driven by science.
Not to discourage you, but there's this gentleman in Norway. His name is Adekye. So I'll say, Nana is full in control, and I must confess that the awareness created in Ghana exceeds what we experience here in Norway.
Okay. I know na adwenche.
Okay.
My main tour so na me
just say Facebook anyway. YouTube Ghana.
Pacho yen hwe na yen moderating ye na anye se ebia won so wo adwen bi anase yen ye balance. Minim say ye be taking opinions when you comments. Ma main flow main share.
I was just chipping that one in for you because now I can say you keep saying say and measures in measures in
good. Enti now I'm me kwan
compare baby and I make will be so the actual
aba.
But you are still testing, on the same one.
For testing.
Okay.
Payo say you 100,000. Which over a 30 million population now is just 0.3% of the population. Obian himself, we are not saying we should test the whole population. No. But we should increase it for a population of 30 million. We should be aiming at something like 1 million and above. Osha, we shouldn't be mediocre. And he say you want to other countries. Over other countries be or Africa. A big and test it cry. Except by now about 8 weeks into the disease. You share na you senior. You better test more. Now face me pacho.
You enjoy testing, no?
Yeah, into my mincho bibi testing my mincho bibi.
Afisi akra ye dey rapid.
Over testing now. Me ka pa yosom kononko analysis. Majority of the tests in Ghana were done during the lockdown. And I mean effective and based on science tests, that tests are were done in the lockdown. Yes. Because lockdown no wama obia tifie we enkwa ama nkwa kwejin kwa mo nkosia nti wunim se bi wa we den wokọ no akọche om no wa test om wo nyina sisi ame ene obia onam makola no so obia eche so de akoto wo ansa no wasa akọ test di fie
nti then lifting kasa no kan say any say ye lockdown ni nyina fi ho no say community bi na so mo identify hotspots into community bi ni ehu say a hot particular no lockdown ba ho a ebeba amoma ye de say mo ye wankasa
ebeba sa no sisia no to say them kind no each one for himself, God for us all. Say nipa na owo sa community no say lockdown period na nka abra oyare no likely say obewo fie nti one ne fiefo anase nipa kakra bi owo mantem wo no na nka be de ye benya bi sisia wagya sa nipa yi a owo yare bi ema otimi nantiko bebia se me bisa wankasa sisi ase kaya wo be kai bebia eye nura anase enu achi nipa dodo a wo hye omo abra wo ne na mana enti na say ye to yebo meso meba because I would now person lockdown it wasn't necessary for you to put it in
place. But that's what I'm saying to you, that you have to understand why the lockdown you know.
But yeah,
absolutely. Because you call lockdown mukanieka enema ya. Jedi kan. We are lockdown na ema kwan ema wo testimony.
Okay. Established. Why established?
The more you can test the don't do a better testing effective testing plan during lockdown.
Okay.
CCA way. How will you effectively test to the same extent? Because that time
that's where you are getting
community
it wrong.
Where he gets it wrong, we are not correcting. Oh yes, are you disorganized?
Your test na ye no. Tie me ha ye.
Me too.
Say ye fa wo sample a ebi wa na watch baako na watch mienu ansa na results na ba. It is ye be fa me Dr. Pius test. Na watch mienu na menya results a samre no wugiri se me nipa yi metra fa kosa nipa dodo a obefo mu tester omunya results no they are likely to go out and spread the disease enti na hia senka lockdown no ye in place na ye sa testing edum pempenso bi enya graph hwe pious aban any Ghana aban ade a ye no ye ni even a curve sisi ano talking about flattening of curve next annual money no Ghana's picture will not allow that. We are not aggressively testing. We are not testing in real time. We are not getting results in real time. Results meaning you're testing no more than a week ago and sign a results no ever.
Okay.
This is not the situation. Proposal yeah there money being say one in the regions. You decentralized testing. Mobeka say be a human capacity. Mr. Meka say we have trained medical laboratories and laboratory scientists, and we have Noguchi cases here. They can train them, and then it's been 6 weeks. The whole nation, there were 4 centers.
Tambe no mube jaya train you more we answer no makoye testing.
She omo reference lab ni I think Bakuna Abeka said Tamale said then they were taken through all these by these 2 labs. If there's the will, there's the resources. And I don't think it's even the will and the quite be a faso near decentralized. Show, Sisia Yeka say, Yareno war 12 out of 16 of the regions. Now, Sembe na Pious and na by a country. You are late. Yeah, me and you and I say, so Pious. Asama okay, yeah, no, member na yetia. Sha, and I make us say, Ade ye no, enya akwala or we are. Asem ye ka, ye ka ya we are 2 amount say we same boat. Na, it was 6 weeks recalibrate. Na no base now. Mamemfa mano NC. Sure. The hear me pass so social reliefs. Oh yeah, Pious any MPP aban. He's done with the science. Mesaba. You better hospitals. You wouldn't do this. My main core social reliefs. Pious ne MPP aban. Hodie. I know the main person ka. You better cry wa. Na mbo. You say Ghana phone nyina ehu. Inti meboso. The dikan. O mampeni ka say you better den. Ye bema some reliefs. Okay. Ehia for ewo Ghana ye behwe kwan a ye bema omo aduane. Ye ka say ya nipa dodo adwuma sei. Omo asebe omutimi ekọ eba enkankai omo a omuto aduane. Ye nuanom kaya ye ni ade ni na ye nim say omo akọ ahochirim. Tini expect say aban ebeye bibi. Na solution ye de mano ye ma cut and paste approach. Wo hwe maybe to America. Say we oba we bema moduma say na mo nkwala mienu aban ema $4,400 wo kaboma over 200 million Ghana cedis wo de yemfa Ghana Pious na aban esikaya ye ni amo a omo fon pa no e ya about 400,000 okay aban entimi enye nhyehyeye ema sa nipa yi enya bibi a ombetimi de ato aduane ana ye anu fi wo small businesses ebia na meton foods ebia na meton paboa omo a omo hwani na no omo saati bia mu no omo tie na omo nim ahoyehia omo akom ade ne ya abo omo owoba na afei mame ko hospital ne so mame ma operation
o ba ka ha thank you
mame person me ba no aban no kra mame
private school for
mame ba hospital ne so na me jama pa
aban be yo mo
hospital no so hospital because me doctor hia me pa
okay
hwe ya
doctor semno jai ka ho
enra
pacho san ko kakra
ekasaye
thank you.
Now the kind say we are in uncharted territory.
Yeah.
Obia otienentie saabo for no say we are in uncharted territory.
Sure.
E chese sebe wakogina kwaye mu. Kwaye tum ahunhu anim, unhu wachi. Bebia ogina kwa unhu ene wanhu de obeye. Enti emre na ye wo no, eye mra emu eye den. Na mame ma equation be simple equation say we dey open mask kakra.
Debi.
Into 3 years, 3 years is equal to 0 hospitals. Into 6 months, Pious enter hospitals dodoa yebesi.
And you know, beche president so basi 100.
Okay.
This is the time.
So okasama aban. Enti etiefo nyantie.
Okay.
Yama aban infie miensa. Make us say Pious betimi a ombo hospital 5 pa aban esi.
Okay.
Na fei on convincing and say within the 1 year no 88 hospitals obesi no equity 6 new regions as far back as last year you see new regional hospitals ema omo on mampeni ejina when no aka chen say afei nti de bia no ye betwen ama bibia siansa na yetimi ayesa na ama.
Thank you.
These are things we should have clear policies and plans.
Honorable,
and do.
ansana obe yi ni nyina no ba ku bi hemfimfro nti hwe no ma me te say kaya ye for ne sa social reliefs no na me ka say private schools for no krom so say na ye be ye omoden nti sa for no den na mbe ya ama as uyi na no den ye betimi aba be hwe the Saturday no.
You see menu ano sisi ana ye clear say politics no person ye nti no
Enya public health.
Debi. Onye doctor.
Oh, ni sama o bi say hwehwe mi say we need ni ade
no. Usi better me submissions over the past 1 hour. I have never attacked any person or my co-panelists, and I expect the same level of respect. Yes, I na u bu omo a omo tie no po u bu omo ni tia. Nti me say wan kasa. Na kasa.
But also we your politics. And I wenya okasetia. Mpacho ye di nkomo. He finds it offensive.
Drop on kasa strategies no na ye pede be bo oman no enye.
Thank you.
Yeah. Me see, because why I have to respond is that he keeps misleading say asemi ye can say doctors. There be on can say doctor. That point was say ye nyina ye hu say because effectivity rate no on effectivity rate no non percentage.
Enye
Ghana Medical Association for Nsroma no NDC Nsroma no nti want me be jana say me ka say medical doctor enye Ghana Medical
Nsroma no say doctor ni
Nsroma no so me politics nti politics no ye nti no dey want me ndwane ho kura ma me nka no kura no e kire no say enye we a no kura bi o ha ye ya.
Okay,
but o see Kev Ghana ye hu ye Kev ben a again the misconception is that who ye pandemic management you can only get one Kev. Are you talking about the rate of mortality curve? Is it, what are you talking about?
Because talking about reduction curve.
Ghana curve no mu. Ghana curve a wo pe ba ko mu.
You say we Ghana cry hu ye curve. Ye Ghana cry hu ye curve. Who are public health expert? Na me expect say ube hu say ube church mu say ye curve we na America because ye wo curves no ho do bebre. E na Ghana so ye wo ye curves bebre. Uko we Ghana Health Service for website no so esesi anope ya ube hu curves kwa wo ube hu curves anope ya ube hu a lot of data
na on tre etiefo na curves.
I thought that you
said bar charts graphs.
One say o kasa no oba mu pe no maka che ne se mpa ne chew ti mesre wa let's do same na yenye ne rapia.
Enti no kasa no yegoti a say social relief
say unso anya mischieva unim pe bakra o ka ho asem kire ni mu ma ne
me na me bisa say curve be na oka
papa curve be no won kire o curve bakra
but you must understand say so you gonna hu ye curve
me minister go sa call so na mu kan kra kana
that's the point because opposite oye na man for say we be no
or say
but
after ma me mo
we dey enjoy coffee
cover and in the phone doctor phone bia can say elsewhere no before mo betimi aka say oye lockdown no o mo hwe say ade ne sha ase no ekosho na drop it na efe a flatten
enye nu nkwa na ye kef enti na me pese on ti ase for instance
hold on eno spread and answer infection care
correct
enti say afa ye wo de ekum nipa no
correct
na afa ye ko daily omo dooso eniade enti if you know explain na na for nti ase
na ube take decision bia no ube hu kefs ni nyina baako enye kef baako pe ene wo ho for instance nipa wo mu enya yare ni dodo as against omo a yare mu betumi aye din a omo be ko hospital kra no yetumi draw enu hu so kef se sisi aye kasa yi nipa wo mu ko ayaresa bia aye friend no hospitalization kef no bafem yetumi ye kef se o wo mu free mu ewu no enu so kosoro na se bafem enti kefs no do so bebre na me see ye hu sade no nyina yetumi hu positivity rate no ye de no ani number 1.5% enu so data wo betumi agina so de 2 anamon ni nyina ya ye data no a kire nti se bi o se ye we afa ye nkoti a ye se social reliefs
yes
na de yenti kromu ha anana do dan kwakofo ado nipa yenti oman mu ha country mu ha ye mampanyin na na akofo ado wo se edadwe na ye nsu a busumi bia ye betua wagisa edadwe na free so enu no enye social relief
okay
unti ala water bill enyina mahonde a ye de di age
ebe shasie me
ahyase
no please oka April but we am watching say fe no mo ye o calculating the calibrations until next month
say wo bill a wo use say bill a wo use water wo use na no enye na obetua next month until next month no bill ne be ba no ye de achew wo benya bill ne pepepe na so ye be twere bill no so say o mampanyin de achew
okay
uti ase
okay
na electricity 3 months over 1 billion cedis nanka ye betua de ama ECG ni netco o mampanyin sisa adesua no ye free so onu ankasa be kwa kopesa sikapudo yi 1 billion cedis na ye de aye enu no enye relief when you about one stimulus package 600 million say ejuma small and medium scale ade no COVID-19 aha omu kakra ye di 600 million cedis stimulus package besi ho uti krom ha ye ka say health workers ya omu ye juma frontline o maketua ya tumu by half of the salary anka wo oji 3000 ano COVID-19 ntino wo beji 4500 enunu enye social relief unti krom ha yesi anka etua anka health workers ni nyina wo gana ha nyina enu de enye frontline omu nyina etua nipa etua uni krom ha o mampanyin ka say sa etuo no nyina wo de ache
obisa for
mi bisa say enu enye social relief mi see enu enye social relief uni krom ha ye nu aduane na ye chiche aduane
eye but need you know obisa no say what about informal sector
na stimulus package no enye informal sector for nkan small and medium enterprises nkan ho
na ye for no mo ye small
mi see yenti krom ha kaya yefo anope bia aban no eye se ye nua aduane da bia ye nua aduane edi ma san krofo yi
dokuno na nkan no
na so see relief no I say all see relief ni we so
we see ye nua aduane mi see ma chew say ye nua aduane afi we see aduane ni nye uti NDC for politics na ya omo say anka wo be ka
doctor can say let's address the issue men
unti ano mo say una obisa say akayefo wo ma nye hwe ama wo mo na me ma wadanse die say ye nu aduane di ma wo mo
nti wa ma na
yes I tell you afa dia wasa ba mu say o ye kenke na me nua ba enye no kure so say ye kenke kwa da bi wo ha yetumi che kenke but da bi wo ha so yetumi che omo yetumi che sardine yetumi che wache
okay mo ka sa
onu de owu ye
me hwe de ahwefo so we can do Saturday
yes on the hospital TB o the hospital say 3 years yes hospital bia
3 y is equal to 0
na
solve 8 months
minia me see say Paul e man nye politics hospitals ya enne mpo na nado dan kwakofo ado ene boa say ye wie no John Ajekum kufo apenso ena ye hye omu nyina akora mpo no bi wo ho a Eurojet project ya mudi bom ho safo hini John Mahama na chase memorandum of understanding April 2008 and John Ajekum Kufo esaye yenya cabinet approval October 29th of October 2008 yenya parliamentary approval November 12 2008 all of the Eurojet projects no up to now some of the Eurojet projects run yenya wiye sa Eurojet project no Kufo na esase atamils ebe ye hu adwuma John Mahama so ebe ye hu adwuma Nanado dan kwakufa do ebe ye hu adwuma but mu sorry a mudi ni nyina edima President John Mahama ye nya parliamentary approval for the hospitals November 12 2008 na John Mahama no ye president ye nya parliamentary program ye nya cabinet approval cutting of sword ye ma some of those hospitals in 2012 na John Mahama no ye president
yes doc mpacha briefly na ye make progress yeah
and say Pius ama obi en hu say eye issues of COVID-19 no on tiase ye
me ka ta wo ka se me enye ne personal e ma onu kra ka political bibi so wa attack na face say dey wo kan thank you what chance and
you can curves na ye kana ye nka bar charts ye nka pie charts ye nka any other thing for COVID-19 the single and most important and I'm always trying to bring in public health perspective curve incidence of cases and that should even be plotted on a daily series. I'll be every day, say, Rezi, say. Now your testing is already 2 weeks delayed, and so you don't even have this curve which presents an accurate situation in Ghana. That's the first one. Mema Parasati. Until we should do better, test in real time, get results in real time. Okay. Not daily, you plotted the real situations. They are tossing you no. Ofa insua. Pius Kasate said they're on te in Kahabi. Yanko Taifa.
Still attacking.
Yanko Newtown. Yanko Fadama. Nako Shese insio. Amu amuti wonu se omunya insua. No man penny kasa en katanka. Me so me sisi so nansem no ese yanka no se neti. O man penny pom se se.
Yankoda because ono so be kasa ore atempacho.
Ebe wo communities no na nka ye den aboa ama omuso nya bi yen hu e no. Na me mathematical equation pa yourself no ma memma sa equation we na koso next week ni ababe next week ni ababe service equation fa ko fie. If 3 years is equal to 0 hospitals on 8 months or 1 year, the number of hospitals. Maybe yeah, no, I'm getting 0 over 8. Pacho, it's 9. Hospital for Abaywe no on tre. Na yen hu se be akwa se campaign on mampeni epese o shase. Na many better to no me mamo
Kufo shase promote me.
Memma quote back. Yeah, my memma quote back na me from anunsi.
Okay.
If the economy and your health preparedness preparedness is in shambles, right? COVID-19 will expose you.
Okay.
If the economy and your health preparedness is in shambles, COVID-19 will expose you. COVID-19 at say and say, a buying and share be brain fire enkoye over ventilators cry see o man na ventilators here.
Doc, thank you. Unfortunately me actually for more message na making kind of I hear me message me but honorable Francis Esiam or say watcho intimenka or see read or ya read it's your batapa Francis Rabne here see you Ghana cylinder or say good morning. Hey, we are politicizing the COVID-19 into NDC MPP. We are doing public health. And he said they are father. Say, tell the NDC rep to be minded of his words. He should go and do the testing himself. The Usain Bolt statement sent JDM to opposition. Hey, the government is cautious but aggressively on course. Their wish for a COVID-19 escalation and disaster will not happen in Jesus' name. God will put all nation records to shame. This shall surely pass over. Okay, so about tampano no. Pacho mo amuofi mo mfancheme ne masechi ha de na meka obedi de no. All of a sudden ni nyina hwem eko. So pacho mentumi aka commenter. Enye me boapayo. Mesha ma oma ya ama me na afi metimi akenkan ama mo kama na doc ma mensan hye wo so ne fa wrap up some 5 minutes bi ya na yen sorry so na no Saturday no sa na monto na honorable Sam George Kotu ye no na there no because easy for say normal work mu hu die ntina mutu sa na mo no
ya me da say Adekye no nanka to say them chair no me pese yenka the public health perspectives bem say what you we abem
yeah
then so enye far fetched if you say bibia ebekoso wo man no has implications as far as this disease is concerned. Share me mau about 3 prophetic statements na troto na ebemu a obefrem commission wo hwe sene anamon aban yi eyeye a me hwa within the next month de beye bia no ombema MPP primaries abaso meba enye no nko a se ombe lefty social gathering and also man lefty yen hwe nim me hye emre 1 month ebemu a obefrem amasa aba likely say ombe dey ombema NIA aye registration within a period of about 2 months likely say ombema EC ashase aye registration yeti kroma abra omampani ekasaye I think say on his second speech and adwunkoma omampani ni edi second one no
update too
oka say wama restrictions on public gathering
okay
enti yema ma wonko school sorry ma yenko Islamic for ye call mosque ma yenko na dwumadie for kra no ma yen hyeda nko adwuma ma nko boa no oka sanwie ye no yen na ye hu ye asoye a efi presidency wankasa National Identification Authority omuko Eastern Region na omo registration ye kasa Eastern Region e wo 57 cases
and the registration
me kasa ban pacho
registration
me de niema no to perspective. What you say?
And a perspective in the way.
Me say Eastern Region, Pacho.
Don't tell me. Wait there. Ka o ma na nusi pa. Ye be sorry so anti unsu benya o chance.
Eastern Region. There were 57 cases.
Okay.
Over a period of just about 3 weeks. And we know the incubation period of this disease, usually it take about 2 weeks, mostly. We enufiwa. Omampeni amfa ne nansi form an kanche National Identification Authority say omunjai. GMA e raise red flag say mo yesa na che say mo yeden mo de ekoti bia mu a ebe ha oman no na san ha doctors and no so still omampani enyi sa amfa ne nansi form ama NIA anjai ekosi say court action ne nyoma bebe mu a e basa se wo hwe omampani speech na me ma hwe 8 ni nyina na wo hwe nhyehyeye a oye no na wo hwe se ne ho epepre ne na utimi hu se botaye bi edachie as a one hwe ne yi a wo hwe ne yi a utimi hu se omu ye nhyehyeye anase nhyehyeye a opese omu ye a ebeboa ono ankasa no ne personal presidency ne elections no e ka ho eye big motivation as far as some of the interventions are yemfa memenda sisi aye kasai and even to the next 2 weeks unim say ban on gatherings e wo ho
ne nra wa hyem ken
enti meka cho mampani say on country National Identification Authority Electoral Commission so mbeye meetings
na igada wa ye
omonfa Zoom
na ya
anasa omonye wo Skype.
What is this
na omonye na say dodo
conference ban no limited to a maximum of 25 people
for personal or private burials bisano 25 no.
Not just for funeral. Say I frokra na mu do 25. Nti nkrofo have married privately.
Okay. Nti weddings, funerals.
Yes.
But on BM said generally nipa 25 beti be koshia akoye bibia. Nti meetings edwuma mu kra. Me akasa me ndwuma me ye ne ade ne me fefo. Ye tena fie ne afa Skype
na. But edwuma mo mo ye. Me pacho Jubilee House. Almost sitting arrangement no matete.
Mame kasa. Nti all social gatherings.
Okay.
To say your can and no ampono for the next 2 weeks.
Social gathering.
For the Mr. Mame.
For
the next 2 weeks, then are restricted. Inti eba ne say na say omampani was anhyehyeye. A sensitive institution like the Electoral Commission, ebe holding meeting. Ewo a conference area. Omanye wo mo office o. Conference room a omuni party 2 akuku dam regional representatives na eba sa meeting no. Eba ne say na aban oman a yedi mraso yetimi etna ho ema such a sensitive institution blatantly disrespectfully go against the directive of the president na omukoye meeting na yenhwe bibi so critically ye were rule of law.
Okay.
Enti ye were even court actions and court verdicts.
Okay.
Enti injunction po e by say ma easy meeting no embassy as I'm George Erezi.
Injunction, no, not had it been granted.
It had been granted.
And I said he's still
he had an injunction to prevent them from holding the meeting.
Meeting, but not meeting, be.
Oh, then they say pious and what buying swim any electoral commission.
Now only
more.
Minia
say ye war meeting ye e wo UTV and ye won meeting UTV4 mo be call akọ high city escape na moye no mo involve mo partners ade me gidi say mo involve mo sister partners ade na e bia mo nya conference room kase wa anye mo frem penifo ni na electoral commission ekoye meeting wo ho ade a say ye di omampani emra so na ye hwe ya wie de ye na ye restrictive movements any gatherings are. I think say leadership of sensitive institutions should create the right picture for Ghanaians to follow. Mede Besia.
Okay.
Leadership should.
Honorable Paris.
Minyaba, near Dikai. Mami, Emma Yentias, say, Adansi de Bia, and I say, the slightest suspicion be kure ni ho se you see NIA for edi dwuma bi e wo Eastern region enunti ene ma yare COVID-19 eba Eastern region. In fact, I say that because ye nim kwan a yare no fa so could do Eastern region. Architecture kwan a nanado ye every tema a ebefa mpaka dan a enam beko paga no. Womu eye sajuma no. Baako etu kwan ofri India na oba. Wonu ene di yare mba ye nti yare no ohwe a dodo na anya yare no eye womu ni sa India ni etifie. Enti se obi ebegina simpiesu na ye ka registration na odi yare na ewo Eastern region ebe fa ni kasemu a sanipa no sebio ye diabolic analysis and your yeah.
No personal attacks.
A diabolic analysis and all yeah. And number 2.
And the 57 cases. 57 cases.
Hold on. You see, the information about the right information,
then you will misinform.
No, you can have the right information and do diabolic analysis.
I see.
And I say, minka say 57 ya can no credit. But you can't NIA for registration now the 57 cases are bemwa. The impression who person who create no is different. A diabolic analysis. Okay. Sani panunya public health no yeah. Politics no. Na me fan ma wonti asese. Region ewo Greater Accra. Number no dodo. And that's Ashanti region wo bebre chain Eastern region no na ye registration wo. And it does not create the impression say a registration and a year vehicle to me a transmitting yare no.
Pious analysis where now ye.
Ultimas here. Let's not create that impression.
You are making mockery of the restrictions of social gatherings by the president.
And that's three.
Tresai.
And I'm saying three. So we mockery that's three because public gatherings.
You are making mockery of. You have to take that down.
Yes, my public gathering. And no nchire say Emma ejumako nye ejuma. Na de ebe no enye gathering. Enti we be friend public gathering. E na wo betina ha no, unim se nkwa na wo betina ha. Unim se wagada. Unim. Say you see public gathering na enu nchire say nipa entumi nye na ejuma. Unkwa ejuma, unya doctor. U hospital na wo ye public health expert no. U call say unkwa na wo ho. Enti e betumi aka say wakwa ejuma, ukwa ejuma ntino. Nipa ba ho ntino.
The sense of public gathering are all come.
That is why I'm saying say it is mischievous and diabolic say electoral commission for eye o madwuma. Wo de betutu public gathering ho.
Then easy for nkwan share other people or other stakeholders and your friend krofuko bi ma
omo participants
ubisa no kura say omuko ye no de no ko hu ye so obetumi aka say ko hu say otumi ya no wo so obejasi ho. They don't even know what they are doing but who they mami nka say you see I want to us to forcefully expose some people say ade no nukra no da ho amu fan chen who call hospital and anopay nipa beba ho ye betumi aka say nipa akobodom pe wo hospital ho enye boduma na wo ye.
It's a peculiar case.
It is not anytime. Me see. So I'm saying to you say you see public gathering enu nchire say nipa entumi nye na adwuma.
Dey adwuma na EC ye wo ho no.
Omo dia basa omo ye omo meeting omo ye omo adwuma omo ye nhihye na electoral commission na yetu omuka
na dada ho na omo ye adwuma
debi omo to me move ko me nim electoral commission for omo to me move ko be bebere akoye adwuma
some meeting the other participants ba ho
me ko meeting ni bi
okay
me ko meeting te ma che ote me ko meeting ni bi but you ndc for no che se bibia omo be kan bia bibia omo be ye bia no e ya abato da ye bi omo besu bia no e ya abato omo ndwini se oman ebe ko nanim debi anka wudwin oman se oman be ko nanim a wontumi ngina ho se se nti omunye zoom meeting enti omunye zoom meeting de ende ebetumi aba ende ebetumi ejuma
omunye zoom meeting dana
I'm saying that, but that's what I'm saying that is exactly the point I'm making. So the work can go on.
Okay.
Work of companies can go and institutions can go on. Now yeti kromu ha menuaba. Yedi lockdown ba ye ene ndc for say lockdown no was say anka ye bibiri. Nanado announce lockdown NDC for wo general secretary ba bonti say e kwan ya Nanado be fa so be wia abanu mu nti on the lockdown no ba ye wonti kroma wante sa NDC for kro ya you see in the first place no we shouldn't have brought the lockdown because Nanado pese o wia abanu mu no ene o ma dane o ma no e see e wo say lockdown no kra no ye extend okay it is our platforms be bresu if you want video su kra ye can be ma meet here e wo news mu
context bi mu na
o the context ni say Nanado epe kwan se obewia abanu mu na lockdown ya wa ye by the time ye lockdown be banu na wo ma wia abanu mu kura o kai another me betranto say we ya dey ye betumi a check
okay unfortunately achimu amatenable
etinu oh debi o see I said Sam George there
na
me debi ntinu di ba ni we ye no o ka say oh electoral commission akoji Sam George akoji injunction wakoji injunction said there Sam George na court and okache court say me important me free pram electoral commission force omo be ye meeting bi e wo pram from the 24th to the 27th and the court e misrew fa wonsasi omo so say some meeting na this month
okay
some meeting na omo pese omo be kwakoye e wo pram usa bo hotel na omo be ye meeting no ubo hotel ni din e di kire judge no and also can say between 24th and 27th some meeting na omo be ye wo pram no court no fa ni sa esi wo so say e ma omo nye sa meeting no e wo ba bia wo fu say nka bebi betumi esi court imagine atomu now electoral commission for say wo mu de court ni a court kire wo mu ni say e ma mu nkonye meeting wo pram e wo hotel be mu between so and so da enu nkire say ye ntumi nye yaduma tie o mami o
a government has a ban restricting social gatherings and the court gives a verdict to limit social gatherings what say enye pram nti enko ye wotumu ananfa
Sam George's junction on Kosiki no enye social gathering
bone of contention venue
look o na no si ya e na wo ni verdict mi sumi ni verdict mi nim case no kwa na menya verdict
wo ni verdict
nya botre na no si ya say other way some 1 minute na waka wa say then we go
electoral commission for say omu de ani age court account omu tie e wa so pemu omu disu ne say omu nkoye meeting wo pram e wo hotel bi between 24th and 27th.
Okay.
Enti no wo madwene mu no enu nkire se because wako seeking junction se omu be ye meeting wo pram ti no se omu office ko omu ni kwan se omu ko ana se hotel fufuro bi wo baby fufuro kra na eni kwan se omu ko
injunction no ojetia venue no
that is what the injunction says
ojetia matter na kasa the content
that is what the
meeting to
no even the almost me court order na me kan kra no ni enti a electoral commission for no shia kra no eni paper no so what you say enti want to mean kase it was the nientia because nientia no any order no mumpo the order says that enkoshia wo pram on at this hotel from this day to that date na impo
share be before Friday
na impo unim ne ehun kra wo mu impo se wo de wo feel say ni akoto aka electoral commission kra for granted without admitting kra say wo mu bu court no enimtia wo be fadom wo so see social gathering no. You see people talking from both sides of their mouth, people who are not principled, who can social gathering. Assuming without admitting, pose, ni electoral commission for no year impo no wrong, mramwa. Enti anka wu befa wu pe, afre dom, se ye di ho, ye frey adjima binti no, ye ko hotel wa stopu electoral commission ko. Who was that to me no? Enye court no
Doc, so briefly now. Yep.
Ma mentumebo na
briefly,
very
just briefly. Your time aso.
Pius has made a mockery of all
now
the
things. Now mockery.
On Mampeni Akano.
Three
strategies of tests. Trace.
Mockery.
Be some say treatment no. Ehimfa na omunya yare bia na obi owo yare obekwa konya saa yare sa.
Mami bo wan.
Hospital.
Oh.
A hospital into the facts or say nipa ba hospital and no enye gathering wo begina sa
essential service so it doesn't come in.
I'm just trying to expose the logic. I'm just trying to expose your logic. Na market here.
Stop the heckling.
Na market here.
Offer court restriction na for 24th to 27th the spirit and the intent of the decision was to avoid social gathering. Se wo ka se venue ni na court Emma sa decision na wo ye yellow lawyers kwa mo man mu. Omampani what kind of order? A special instrument. And say ma ye social gathering.
But that was not why some judge went to court. And you meeting some judge for court.
When you now try and say MPP, any electoral commission, connive in a way for the next elections.
Oh, well, Yapon.
Oh, what do you want me to say? Assembly be cry. You see, Minya, and the money be over Yankakra. Go and read the order. And I see impo impo say electoral commission for assuming without admitting let's not turn this country into a lawless country.
But there's a way is supervising these institutions to do it.
You can go to court.
Stop.
Thank you.
You can go to court.
Thank you.
You can go to court.
Some judges are not
please, please. Nobody's very nose mask.
Nanado has consistently
Honorable Pius Deputy Information Minister, and Dr. Pius Esando, Associate Member, NDC COVID-19 team, and any omudi unkomo. Doc, obeko we chiamami. Don't come closer. Thank you. And Ayakramana nemi bedi jumedi chiame emamo. Aha any day enejua that 27th April Adekye Nsroma jumedi no yedi AC. Yamamumo enishe onyami sha. Nanso upia di hwe wo ye tai hokro wonsa. Now you use hand sanitizer no. So I use hand sanitizer no. Now face show nose mask I say a force. Aye, so be show nose mask no. Nyami nshra. Bye bye.